Hi everyone, this is Killshot 99 Gaming. This is Play Dead Live Tag Team Battles, April 20th. That means that this is the last week of our regular season matches. This is going to be a lot of fun. I got an exciting announcement that we want to make today because we've narrowed down the teams, which means this week's matches going to be pretty important because a couple of people are going to need wins to secure their place into the final tournament. We have expanded the tournament to 10 teams. I was back and forth between 8 teams, 10 teams. So the way the schedule is going to work is this. Next Monday, we're going to kick off the tournament, and we're going to have 2 matches on Monday night, 2 matches on Wednesday night, 2 matches on Friday night, because that'll be our week off from our adventure. Then on Monday night, we'll have the semifinals, and then the following Wednesday, we will have our first ever tag team championship. And what's cool about that is that teams will not have to play 2 times on one day. So when you get to the finals, it is going to be all hell is going to be broke loose. I mean, it is going to be crazy. So you don't have to worry about, did I play this? Did I not play this? You're going to have your full assortment of items, weapons, complete strategy. So who's going to be those final 2 teams? Well, tonight's probably going to go a long way in deciding that. If you guys don't know what the standings look like, and we got a ton of brand new items, so you're going to see those tonight. We're going to talk about the standings. I'm going to answer a couple questions with some of the new items if you have them. But these are the standings. They are not necessarily the power rankings. And let me explain that. Is you see kind of the group. Now, I'm not going to argue that Bdub and Unforeseen are number 1 in power rankings. That's pretty much a given because they're unblemished. They haven't lost. However, there are teams that have more points for, but if you look at that point differential, they've got a plus 17 point differential. That is huge. That is heads and tails above every other group that's out there. But then you start to look at some of the other teams. You look in Group B, Fly Rod and Tin Man are 4 and 2 with a 5 differential. So if Trigger and Rocket get a big win tonight, you could make the argument that Trigger and Fly Rod are right up there because of the point differential. So power rankings are going to be a big determining factor, especially when you get into the number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5 seeds, because that's going to decide who you're going to face in the first round, the second round, so on and so forth. So there's more to come on that, but we haven't got through the regular season. I mean, Will and Ocean Man got a big match tonight. Can they pull off the upset? That is our first match at 9:15. Will and Ocean Man versus Bdub and Amanda. So if they were able to get that win, you could make an argument that Will and Ocean Man could be going in as the number 1 seed. A little bit later on tonight, all the matches are really good tonight. Our second match is going to be Trigger and Rocket versus the Killer Bees. You can see the Killer Bees have been hot. They're 3 and 2, and they got that 10-point differential. When you get to the last teams trying to claw their way in, when you start thinking about that 10th spot, Sheila Beasley and Busy Bee, they're on the verge, right? Football Master and Mist, they're on the verge. Wednesday night, we also have the first match Wednesday night, Chuck and Churl versus Hippo and Bilal. One of those teams is going to get a win. So that's a big matchup as well. Julie J and Football Master, the winner of that could get in. And then Bones and Villar versus Bloodfish and Father Ron. Both of those teams should get in, but depending on what happens tonight, it's still possible one of them could be knocked out. But with a 10-team field, I would expect Father Ron, Bloodfish, I would expect Bones and Villar to be in there just based on the power of the schedule and the people they've had to go against. So got a lot of fun in store for you guys. But once we finish the season, we did decide that we are going to go forward. I'm going to give it about a week once the season ends to talk with your partners, figure out if people want to change teams, so on and so forth. But I did announce yesterday that we are going to, instead of going singles or going 3-man teams or anything else, we are going to expand and continue with the tag team format. Tag team has been phenomenal. We've had a lot of fun with tag team. So if you got a tag team partner that isn't very active, or if you got a tag team partner that there's not a lot of chemistry with, then you will get a chance to change partners once the tournament is over. So many of you like your partners, and you will you'll get a chance to continue that dynasty. Tank kills. Did every team have a bye during the regular season? I don't know. It was very random how it went in. The scheduling software wasn't really based on buys. Some teams have more than others, which is why I went to a power rankings. So I think when I do the seedings, if you're fifth, you could probably make an argument you should have been sixth. If you're third, it's there's some subjectivity to it, but I think get in the tournament and then worry about all the minutia. So if you're fourth or fifth, it's not going to make a difference. I think the top 3 or 4 teams have sort of separated themselves from everybody else at this point. Fly Rod and Ben just been on an amazing roll. Think about that. 4-2, and when you look at, they're kind of watching. They're watching to see how it plays out. I don't see Fly Rod and Ben not making the tournament. They're off this week, so I would say that they're in 4-2, and one of their losses was a forfeit. So if you think about Fly Rod and Ben, they're 4-1 in matches that they played. So, and a couple other teams have gotten forfeits as well. Bloodfish and Father Ron got a forfeit. You look at their points differential, it's huge. Amy and Villar got a forfeit early on in the season. They're right there at 2-2 as well. So Amy and Villar, matches they played, 2-1. So we're going to see how it plays out. Tonight, you want to keep a close eye on the items because there's going to be new items that are put to the test tonight. Really looking forward to see your strategies and how you guys are going to get into the mix. Timers are going to be more important than ever because some teams are going to have more health tonight. Some people are going to have more damage tonight. We'll see. Could be some matches that end pretty quickly, but I'm looking forward to that. I don't know. You have to go back and look at the schedule. Animal. It all depends on the matchup, who they were up against. Not everybody got the same number of matches. Some people picked up additional matches during the season. So there were a couple teams that were off, and because they were off, we gave them a chance to get an additional match in there to get a little bit more power rankings. So there were a couple. And then I think one night, Bdub and Unforeseen had a chance, and the people didn't want to play them. So there's some teams that have 4, some teams have 5, some teams have 6. So just the way it goes. There were a couple extra matches mixed in there. There's another team. So Dimes and Tank, 4-2, they don't have a match this week either. So you can rest assured that they're probably watching to see. I think most teams got 6, 5 or 6. But yeah, this is big for a few people. Ron, I got to tell you, you have to watch the playback because this was the biggest overhaul of items that we've done since the game started. Everybody loved you know what, I'll ask you guys. I won't speak for anybody. How many people, when you started seeing the packs and you started seeing the items over the weekend, were super hyped, not only for the new items, but also with how we're about to turn the corner and really get into the Crimson Cove? The items had a theme to them. Tonight's going to have a theme as well. Because I'm going to go on record and say that Jigsaw's Jungle is the best PDL experience that we've ever had. But I'm also going to go on record and say the Crimson Cove is going to be better than Jigsaw's Jungle. Every time we roll out a new chapter, it gets better and more intense. And tonight, you've got stronger weapons. You've got more strategy. You got more AP. You got more base. The Hazmask. You got brand new. I don't want to use the word gems. Thanks, Dimes. I appreciate the hype. You've got mental block cubes, so people may be forced to answer trivia questions. The game is going to be a mix of strategy, of, who do you want to It's going to be fun. It's going to be not just weapons, but we've got elements that are going to combine you as a player and you as a character. Just a lot of change. So I'm looking forward to all of that and to see how these matches play out tonight. Anywhere between silencing smoke to things that are going to hit you a little bit harder. Mustard bombs, they're going to be in play like your typical bomb, except they are going to explode for a mustard gas, and it is going to be a damaging effect, but it's also one of the few things that has the ability to take out pets at range. So think of a mustard bomb as a combination of a bomb and a smoke when it's detonated. Now, it takes 2 mustard bombs to take out a legendary pet. But upgrades instead of, you still have plasmas, but now you have gels. So your gels are going to hit harder. Instead of just gems, you're going to have mirrors. Legendary pets, mirrors, which are the upgrade of gems, more dual armor, you name it, we rolled it out. Every type of category was rolled out this weekend. Elixirs, smokes, potions, armor, weapons, pets. It was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. All right, everybody, it is 9:13, and do I have Will the Bill, Ocean Man, Bdub, and Amanda? We're going to get started exactly at 9:15 tonight, so we're going to be on the timers. These matches are big. All 3 of the matches tonight are important, not only for whether or not you get in the tournament, but whether or not you might. This could be the difference. Tonight's match could be the difference whether you're seated number 2 or number 7. It could be the difference between whether or not you have to face the top team in the first round or the second round. So, Will the Bill's here. I see you, Will. I see Amanda. Where's Bdub? Bdub and Ocean Man. Question, I thought we could only have one type of bomb on a player at a time. Am I wrong? You are wrong, but you're almost right. So you can only play one bomb on a player, but your team could play the same bomb on a player. So yes, you could double mustard bomb the same person as a tag team. That is correct. But you cannot cast 2 of the same bomb in the same turn. All right, so I'm going to ask Amanda, Bonnie, Will, and Ocean Man, give me any elixirs or any tapes. Remember, you can only have 2 graphenes, and you can have a 3rd tape. So, Tommy, 30-second timer, please. Pre-match buffs, Will, Ocean Man, Bdub, and Amanda. Bonnie's going immune. Two red graph. And Elysium on Volt. You got it. Amanda's going immune. And she's going 2 black graph. And Elysium on Bow. Will is going 1 black, 1 cad, 1 vermilion. You got it. And Ocean Man is going double black graph. Adding immune. And a cobalt. Will is going immune as well. All right, so I've got everybody calculated. This is going to be a good match. I'm going to give you guys your starting order. Let me get the map set up first and foremost. So I did mention there was a theme. You guys, if you don't know, I am very excited about Crimson Cove. I'm so excited that we're going to have a little pirate theme tonight. So we're going to put Ocean Man down here by the pub. Should probably put Will by the pub, but we're going to put Will above the pub. We're going to put Unforeseen, same level as Will. And we're going to put Bdub on her own little boat. Let's put Bdub right over there. So the order for tonight is going to be Will, Amanda, Ocean Man, and Bonnie. Will first, Amanda second, Ocean Man, and Bdub. Will, you're on the clock. You have 20 seconds. Tommy, give me a 20-second timer for Will the Bill. Timers will be fast and efficient tonight. Sorry, Kell has the timer. All right, so Will is going to summon Rex. On Bdub. And he's going Leech. To Bdub. Will doesn't waste it. He's like, you know what? I'm going after the king of the jungle right now. He's going straight after Bonnie. So Leech Bomb on Bdub as well. So we're starting out with Big Bad Rex and Bonnie. You're starting out by taking 5% from Rex, knocking you down to 95%. So you do have Rex on your heels. All right, first move. And Amanda, you have a 20-second timer. So Amanda, let's get you on the clock. Will, striking for first blood. Amanda and Will, your range, 30 yards. Ray, you and Bonnie, 40 yards. So Amanda is going to go Leech to Ocean Man. And she's going to summon Finney. Look at that. She is summoning Finney to Finney. So, Will, how about you take 10? Knocks Will down to 90. So the Twisted Sisters are getting on the map. Bdub down to 95. Will down to 90. All right, Ocean Man, you're up next. You got 20 seconds. First round, I see the Leech Bombs are pretty popular right now. I love it. I love you guys using these Leech Bombs. All right, so Ray goes Leech Bomb to Amanda. And is also going to summon Bert. So, Amanda, you just lost 1 point of base. Now, it's flying back, but you have been hit for 1 point of base damage, knocking your base after tapes down to 16. So Will at 90, Bdub at 95, Amanda 100%, but her base is 16. So Bdub, you're on the clock, and you have a 20-second timer as well. And this will close out the first round, everybody. We're almost 5 minutes in to our introductory match. So Bonnie is going to send, oh, Will, you are getting Finney tonight. Look at this. Double Finney to William Finney. Summon, and she's dropping Rex. Rex hits one time, and Rex is out. Will, you take another 10 from little Finney. Now remember, Finney's going to go 10, 10, 10. All right, Kell, give me a faster timer. 10 seconds for Will the Bill. Will is at 80, Ocean Man untouched, Bonnie 95, and Amanda 16 base. Will's got 10 seconds. All right, Will is going Gold Spark. So he is getting the sparks in play early. So that is going to minimize Amanda's damage. She's little Amanda now. Like that. Half size, half damage, Amanda. All right, Will goes Gold Spark, taking some of the early damage out of play. All right, Amanda, you are on the clock. Ten-second timer. All right, you've already sent a leech bomb to Ocean Man, Amanda. You can only have one in play on him at a time. Rex to Ocean Man is fine. And actually, you can't send Rex to Ocean Man either because you still have Finney out. Remember, one pet. So neither move is active. Reset her timer to 5 seconds. You can't send a leech bomb to Ocean Man, and you can't summon a second pet. Will takes 10 more from Amanda's Finney. Second attack knocks Will down to 70. All right, we're in extra time at this point. Tax will be lessened. The tax will be lessened. All right, she's going to go Cabal with AP2 arrow to Will. All right, she is half size, half damage. So Will, she hits you with an AP2 arrow, but it is an AP1 arrow. So Will, you take half the damage. You did take 10 from her Finney that hit you. Your base is down to 13. Down to 13. All right, Ocean Man, 10-second timer. Ocean Man is going yellow gel. Yellow gel to Amanda. Now, Ocean Man, here's the thing. In order to hit her with the yellow gel, you do need to slide to the side a little bit. You don't have to move in, so your move is valid. But this is your line of sight. So Ocean Man slides to the side. He's not under the canopy, as an FYI. He is going to hit her with yellow gel. This is the first gel hit that we've had. We call it Yell Gel. And it is stronger than the plasma. Causes sickness. So Amanda, you take a good shot here from this trace with the yellow gel. $85-16. $85-16. And you will have additional effects as long as you're infected by the yellow cube. Bdub, you're on the clock. You have a 10-second timer. Will at 70-13. Ocean Man untouched. Bonnie at 95. Amanda 85-16. Bonnie is going to go leech to Ocean Man. And she's going to get off the boat. She's on a boat and it's moving fast. And she's got a Nautica theme Pashmina Afghan. All right. There you go. Bonnie's off the boat. And Ocean Man has got a leech bomb. In fact, Ocean Man, you've got two. Ocean Man has a leech bomb from Amanda, one from Bdub. Amanda's got one from Ocean Man. And Bonnie has one from Will the Bill. A lot of leeches up in here, everybody. With that being said, Will, you got 10 seconds. And Will, sorry, Bonnie's Finney hit you for another 10. You were at 60. So Will goes yellow plasma arrow to Amanda. So Amanda gets a second stack of disease, sickness and disease. Amanda, this one hits you a little bit harder. You're at 70-16. 70-16. Amanda, you are now on the clock. You have a 10-second timer. We're about 13 minutes in, everybody. Will at 60-13. Ocean Man untouched. Bdub at 95. Amanda at 70-16. And she's not little anymore. She's back. All right, she is going to drop Heel Smoke. And brace 6 with a mental block to Will. Will the Bill getting the first mental block in the history of the game. So, Will, you are going to have a 20-second timer. Don't bother getting your friends from Apple or your friends from Alexa to try to look these up. These are very unique. So, Will, I am going to ask you a question, and you're going to have I'm going to give you a 15-second timer, just to make up for lag or anything else. So mental blocks are going to have 15-second timers. So, Will, I'm going to give you 3 words, and you're going to tell me what all 3 of those words have in common. Okay? Give me a 999 if that makes sense to you. I'm going to give you 3 terms, and you're going to tell me the common link between those 3 terms. All right. Kell? So, Will, corn, powder, and crust. Corn, powder, and crust. 15-second timer, Kell. We're going to need faster timers than that. There you go. That's the way the timer should go, straight through. 5 seconds, Will. 4, 3, 2, I need your answer right now. Corn, powder, and crust, and there is no answer. No answer. All right, Will gets the first mental block, and it's a big one. Will take 25% damage. 25% damage. Well played, Amanda. Will is at 35 and 13. 35 and 13 with the first mental block. And once again, the mental block is limited to 1 use per match. 1 use per match. You can't spam somebody with mental blocks the whole match. So, Amanda, that is considered used. And Will, you also get hit by Amanda's third Finny. Her Finny is out of play, knocking you down to 25% overall health. And Ocean Man, you're on the clock. Will is at 25 and 13. Ocean Man untouched. Bdub at 95. Amanda at 70 and 16. Per player. 1 mental block use per player. All right, Ocean Man is going to summon the first legendary pet. Ocean Man is summoning Sky. And Sky hits Amanda for 10%. Puts her at 60 and 16. And then he goes Blue Brace Cube to Amanda. Amanda, pick a number. 1 to 6. Ray, is this blue gel or blue plasma? Plasma, never mind. Never mind. Because if it was gel, that was going to be a whole different story. Amanda, you are slightly damaged, but you are also slowed. So you cannot get 3 half moves. You can only get your attack move. So it does knock you down to 55. Nothing big there. And Bdub, you are on the clock, and your pet is going to get its 3rd attack. All right, Bonnie's going to go Wargo AP3 to Ocean Man. Ray was at 19. So Ray, that knocks you down to 16 base. Will gets hit for 10 from the 3rd Finney. Oh, and it was close too, Will. You are hanging on by a thread. Bonnie, if Bonnie would have attacked you, she's out of range, luckily. But you could have taken lethal damage there. Will, when she detonates the leech, hold on. Bonnie, I thought your leech was on Ocean Man. Hold on, I want to double check. Yeah, your leech was to Ocean Man. All right, so are you going to detonate on Ocean Man? All right, so Bonnie's going to detonate on Ocean Man. Now, Bonnie's at 95, so she doesn't get the full benefit of the leech. She only gains 5% off of that, but it does kick her back up to 100%. And Ray is taking his first damage. So, Ray, you just took 10% from the leech. Bonnie gained 5 from that. Ray, you're at 90 and 16. And Will, you're on the clock. You're at 15 and 13, and you have a 10-second timer. All right, Will is going to go heal. And you are not in spark range. Bonnie started out at 40 yards from Ocean Man here. When she moved off the boat, you're still 40 yards out. So you cannot gold spark Bonnie. No range. All right, so Will is dropping the heal smoke, and he's summoning Sam to Bonnie. So Bonnie, you're taking a little bit of damage from Sam, and also taking a little bit of AP damage as well. But now that you've taken the 1 AP damage from Sam, I can unveil that Bonnie is at 22 base health. 95 and 22 for Bonnie. Will has smoke that'll take effect next turn. Both Finnies are out of play. Will, you still have a leech on Bonnie. Ocean Man, you have a leech on Amanda. Amanda, you are on the clock. Your healing smoke resolved. No one challenged your healing smoke. So the smoke took you from 55 back to 100. Amanda, healing smoke is out of play. But Amanda, you are at 100 and back to full base of 17. Amanda's at full life. And Amanda, you're on the clock now. She's going to throw a big red at Big Will. All right, Amanda, I've got you at 30 yards. So in order to throw the big red, you got to come into here. But the problem is Ocean Man shot you with a blue plasma, so you cannot move and throw in the same turn. Very smart move by Ocean Man. So you can only move, but you can't do both. All right, we are at, timer is expired. Amanda is moving in range. All right, Amanda, 10-second timer is expired. All right, okay, instead she wants to go Tar Arrow. Fine, just in time. Tar Arrow, Will, you are stuck in this area at 30 yards. So Tar Arrow at Will. Ocean Man, you're up next. Amanda healed through the sickness and the disease last turn with her smoke. So she's 100%, no long-term effects. Will is stuck in place. And Ocean Man has 10 seconds. Fury 4, Gold Glass to Amanda. Ray is not playing even a little bit today. So remember, if you use the Fury 4, you cannot get the benefits of any other rage through the remainder. Fury 4 is D6, D6. So Fury 4, Gold Glass. And you can't do it, Ray. Because, again, you're not in range. You'd have to start in range. You're at 30 yards. Actually, you know what? I'm going to give it to you. You are in range. You are closer to Amanda than Will was. The move is going to happen. So Ray is going to Fury 4, Gold Glass. He's within 20 yards. We're good. It's close enough. So it's like this. first ever gold glass grenade. So Amanda, not hitting as hard as a big red would. Remember, this is D6. And we've seen Fury 4 big reds. We've seen it's not going to hit as hard the first turn as a green giant. But it is going to hit you next turn as well. And the glass is not damage over time. But you won't take the rage effect next turn. So Amanda, you go from 100 with the Fury 4 straight down to 65. Straight down to 65. Ray with a huge, huge hit. Bdub, you're on the clock. You got a 10-second timer. We got 15 minutes left, everybody. Will is under heel smoke. Hasn't gotten the effect of it yet. Will is at 15 and 13. Ray is at 90-16. Bdub 95 and 22. Amanda 65 and 17. And the 10% from Sky. Amanda 55 and 17. Thanks for that, Ray. Sky will hit every turn. All right, Bonnie is going to summon Sage. So we're going to get our second legendary pet out. So Bonnie, who's Sage's target? All right, so Sage is going to hit Ocean Man for 5%. Ray is going to take you down to 85. Bonnie's going to hit you with the Wargo for another 3. Ray's at 85 and 13. 85 and 13. All right. Will, your heel has resolved. You were there for a little bit. You were holding on, Will, with that heel smoke. But you did get the full, wasn't denied, so you get the full 50% heal out of it. It's going to take you from 15 back up to 65. And your base health goes back to 14. Will at 65 and 14. Ray 85, 13. Bonnie 95 and 22. Amanda 55 or 55 and 17. It's almost even. Almost an even match. Will is going to go page 2 explosive trap to Amanda. So explosive trap lands in this vicinity. So Will is stuck in place. Amanda, somewhere around you is an explosive trap. And Amanda, you're on the clock. You got a 10-second timer. 13 minutes to go, everybody. All right. Ember is not a attack pet. He is a passive pet, so you can summon Ember. And Ember is going to boost your attacks and give you an AP 1 to all of your attacks. So Ember is summoned. We got Sky out, Sage out, and Ember out right now. And Amanda, your bomb is on Ocean Man, not on Will. So if you detonate the bomb, Ocean Man, you are down to 75 and 13. Amanda heals back to 65 and 17. So the leech is out of play. Will still has a leech in play on Bonnie. And Ocean Man, you are now on the clock. Will 65 and 14. Ocean Man 75 and 13. Bdub 95 and 22. Amanda, you are taking 10 points of damage from Sky. It's going to knock you down to 55. In addition, you're taking the extra carryover 6 damage from the gold glass that Ray hit you with last turn. So Sky hits you for 10. The gold glass hits you, knocking you down to 45 and 17. And Ray goes Warrior Charge to Bonnie and detonate the leech bomb on Amanda. So Ray is going back to 85 and 13. Amanda down to 35 and 17. And Ray Warrior Charges to get closer to Bdub. Bonnie, you're on the clock. Ocean Man and Fireman Finney have taken a slight lead with 10 minutes to go, everybody. Ocean Man and Fireman Finney trying to pull the big upset. All right, Bonnie is going no more games, no more Mr. Nice Guy. Fury 4 and Volt attack. We got some hand-to-hand action here. So Ray, you're going to take AP damage from Volt. You're going to take Fury 4 damage. And a whole lot of hand-to-hand combat damage. Now, Bonnie's also going to take some toxic damage. So this is going to get very interesting. So Bonnie's hitting a Toxic Warrior, so she's taking some of the lashback of that, but she's also hitting with a Fury 4 and a strong, strong weapon that is both AP and damage. Ray, 85 down to 45. And from 13... Bonnie has an additional AP2 onto the Volt as well with the PvP armor. So an additional 5 armor piercing puts you down to 45 and 8. 45 and 8, Ray. Will, you are on the clock. The Twisted Sisters just took a slight lead. Will at 65 and 14. Ocean Man, 45 and 8. Lost over half his base life. Bdub, 95 and 22. And Amanda, 35 and 17. Will, you're on the clock. About 8 minutes to go. Super, super close match, everybody. Bonnie cannot enrage. Ray cannot enrage again. All right, Will is going to go AP to Amanda. Moving in, and it is a pink grenade. Bonnie taking 2 of the AP as well. So Bonnie, you're at 95 and 20. Amanda, you are 35 and 15. Amanda, you are on the clock. You have a 10-second timer. Ray, I'm going to get your damage in a second from the poison. On your next turn, I'll calculate that of what Bonnie took from the poison return. So, Amanda, you cannot heal smoke. You've already used heal smoke earlier in the match. So, heal smoke cannot be put back into play. Bonnie, you are at 80 and 20. Bonnie, you're 80 and 20 is your adjusted total. All right, Amanda, 5 seconds. You cannot use heal smoke. You used it earlier in the match. You can go green arrow if you'd like. All right, we're going to go through with the green arrow attack. Green arrow plasma. To Will. So, Will, you're going to take damage from the green arrow. Amanda is going to get a healing kickback from that. So, Amanda, at 45 and 15, yep, you can't drop the heal. So, you can go brace. Brace is fine. Either one, same effect. So, Will is going to take the damage from the brace, but you can't double heal. So, Will, we're knocking you down to 55 and 14. Amanda getting the healing kickback from the brace green cube. And Ray, you are on the clock. Ray, you're on the clock. 10-second timer. Ray and Bonnie are hand to hand. And Will, Ember's effect caused her attack to hit you for AP as well. So you took one from the AP. You can't use a revive potion and a BT7. 3-second timer. 3-second timer, Kell. We're going to speed up these timers. We're running out of time here. Sky is going to hit Amanda for 10%. Puts her 35 and 15. All right, we're on overtime. Damages are nerfed. Damage is nerfed. -1. You got to keep counting, Kell. All right, revive is his move. He did revive twice. You can't do extra moves. Ray is healing. He is going to 100% and 19. He loses his next turn. Bdub, you're on the clock. Sage will hit Ray for 1. Automatically AP, Sage alternates from 5% to AP1. Ray is at 100 and also 18. Bdub is on the clock. Volt to Ocean Man and Heel Smoke to Amanda. All right, Ray. You get hit with Volt again, taking you down to 90. And 13. 90 and 13. And there's a healing smoke surrounding Amanda. All right, Will, you're on the clock. Will, 55 and 13. Ray, 90 and 13. Bdub at 80 and 20. Amanda, 35 and 15. All right, he's going to go Green Giant to Amanda and summon Finney to Amanda. So Finney is going to hit for 10%. And Green Giant is going to knock Amanda down to 10 and 15. 10 and 15. Amanda, you are on the clock. The heal resolves. So the heal resolves from Bonnie. Bringing you back to 60 and 15. 60 and 15. 7 seconds. All right, she is going to jump down and enrage with a Brack 5, Ray. So Amanda is going to go enrage with a Brack 5. Hitting Ray, but also taking damage in return. And the effect of Ember is also going to do an AP damage to Ray. And that is the timer, everybody. That is the timer. There were even moves. We're at 45 minutes. So we have Will at 55 and 13. Ray at 70, but lost 7 base life. And, correct, Bonnie at 80 and 20. And Amanda also triggering the explosive trap. putting her at 40-15. The match by the slightest of margins. Based on total damage dealt, combination of damage and AP, goes to the Twisted Sisters by barely the closest match that we have had to date. All damage resolves. Bonnie's heal spell probably won the match. Amanda took damage from the explosive trap. She also took damage from the toxic from Ray, dealt the damage back. But she hit in rage and dealt more damage than she took in return. This match went down to the wire. Health totals almost even. AP totals, big advantage to the Twisted Sisters. Doing a total of over 20 AP throughout the match. Awesome, awesome job. And if time would not have been called there, Ray would have skipped his next turn. Bonnie would have gotten a free hit as well. So that is as close as it gets, everybody. I mean, it was literally right down to the wire. Great job to both teams. Great strategies. Awesome use of pets, items, glasses. How would you guys like to see this match again in the finals? I mean, you're talking about the number one team undefeated by a hair. And Ray and Will certainly brought it. We got the first mental block tonight. We had 3 legendary pets in play. Explosive traps. Ray's damage dealing back. We saw 2 Fury 4s. Great mix. Great back and forth. But this could certainly be a finals match in the making. You guys saw some really, really good gameplay tonight. So congratulations to the Twisted Sisters, but also congratulations to Ray and Will. And I will tell you, they will not be dropping in the power rankings. If nothing else, I think we saw Ray and Will probably just took a boost in the power rankings. Well, if you would have answered, Will, I would have given you the answer. But since you did not make an attempt at it, I think I'm going to leave it for next time. For the next time we need a mental block. The answer was types of snow. Types of snow in skiing. Powder snow, corn snow, and crust snow. That was the answer. Powder, corn, and crust are all types of snow. Wow. I don't, hey, Bdub says, I love Ocean Man and Will. Great Mac. Look at that. So, Will, when you guys lost, you actually won. Oh. Yeah, you know what? I see a few people reviving some legendary pets right now that they forgot about. Did Amanda revive her pet? Or is Ember going to be flying away? All right. Yeah, Will, I think one, everybody knows Bonnie and Amanda are tough, but, and don't take this the wrong way, I think they forgot that you guys were tough. You guys got off to a good start, and then, you've had a couple tough matches. But then it's kind of nice to go toe-to-toe with an undefeated team. I mean, you were right there. One or two moves. Like, so, Will, let me ask you this question. Do you have an unholy smoke in your inventory? And I do like that because I had a feeling that Bonnie was going to try to go toe-to-toe with Ray. And it was good kickback. The nice thing about Ray being a toxic warrior is not only does that damage, it gets kicked back, he also gets a benefit of hitting with that damage and hitting you back with that damage. So, do you guys think Will should have thrown the unholy smoke at Amanda after Bonnie threw the heel smoke? Well, yeah, the unholy smoke Bonnie threw healed Amanda for 50%. So an unholy smoke there would have prevented that 50% from happening. And we'd be recounting right now. But in any regards, you guys went toe-to-toe. These are regular season matches, and if you guys don't know what the what the rankings are, all of the above. Now that's going to push Will the Bill and Ocean Man down to 3 and 4, but they're comfortably in the tournament. So, you guys are not dropping out of the power rankings. I think we saw that. This is like the NCAA. I think we saw tonight that whether they're the 3rd, 4th, or 5th rated team, that they can stand toe-to-toe with the number 1 rated team. So this is going to be a great tournament. This is going to be a really, really good tournament. And speaking of good, I like it. Will says, I was panicking here. I was panicking. That's the idea. All right, who's my timekeeper for this match? We got another really good one lined up for everybody. So I've got Trigger, Rocket, Sheila, and Busy Bee. Rocket and Trigger versus the Killer Bees, everybody. It's a big match for each of these teams. This could be first place in their division on the line here tonight, everybody. Tommy's keeping time. So, Tommy, give me a 30-second timer. I need Trigger, Rocket, Sheila, and Busy Bee to give me any tapes graphenes, or elixirs. So Trigger, starting out with Immune. And 2 black graphs. Elysium on Brace. You got it. Sheila, black graph, cobalt, and titanium. You're good. And we've got Busy Bee. Hit me with the beautiful red graphene, thinnest material known to man, 1 atom thick and 2 cobalts. You got it. Just going red. And double cobalt. Love it. It's going to be a good match. And then I got Rocket Crockett going with black and blue graphs. And Elysium on her Brace 6. All right. And a little extra base. Okay, players, let's get you set up. So I think, remember, terrain is going to be see, David, it's boring because it requires mental capacity. So for those that are not very easily intellectually stimulated, it's probably going to come across boring to you. Now, we could probably play a game of jacks, or we could shoot rubber bands at ceiling fans. That would probably be more your speed. Oh, sorry. I was entertained, Tommy, by the rude person that popped in my stream. All right, so we're going to go with Trigger here, Rocket here, Busy Bee here, and Beasley over here. So keep in mind, the buildings, the stairs, the obstacles are all going to be, they're going to be challenges for you. So we're going to start out Busy Bee first, Trigger, Sheila, and Rocket. Busy Bee, you have 20 seconds. 20 seconds. The game has started, everybody. All right, she's going to start out. She's going to summon Rex to Rocket. All right, Gina. You're getting hit right off the bat. You're down to 95. And she's going to throw an explosive trap over in that neck of the woods. So somewhere in this area is an explosive trap. Trigger, you're on the clock. You got 20 seconds. 20 seconds, Trigger. Beige bomb to sheep. Oh, she's going double beige. You got it. Sheila. 20-second timer, Sheila. First round's going pretty quickly here. I just wonder what Sheila's been planning all day. I know she's got something planned. All right, so Sheila's going to drop Nolan. Nolan's hanging out. And there's an explosive trap over in this area. All right, Rocket. You're on the clock. All right, so she is going to go straight Davy Jones dagger and take Rex out early. Bye, Rex. And then she's going to go Leech. Too busy. Leech, too busy. Okay, first round is in the books. Pretty straight first round. Good stuff so far. No traps triggered, no bombs detonated, one pet dead, Gina at 95, everybody else 100%. Busy Bee, you got a 10-second timer, 10-second timer. Busy Bee is going Gold Bomb. To Trigger and Leech to Rocket. Very nice. Trigger, you're up next. 10 seconds for Trigger. All right, she's going to go double detonation of beige bombs, everybody. That is going to temporarily lower health and attack 25%. So Busy and Sheila both temporarily down to 75 and 75. You will get it back eventually. All right. Both beige bombs are detonated. Sheila, you're on the clock. Rocket 95 and full base health. Trigger untouched. Sheila untouched and Busy Bee. Actually, Sheila 75 in base. Busy 75 in base. 10 seconds, Tommy. Move down to other roof with Nolan and AP bomb to trigger. All right, she's moving down here. Down the stairs. And here. And she goes AP bomb. So trigger, you now have a gold bomb, an AP bomb. Rocket has a leech bomb. And Busy Bee, you have a leech bomb. And Gina, you're on the clock. You have 10 seconds. We're about 10 minutes in, everybody. Detonate bomb on Busy and Finney to Sheila. All right, so we're going to detonate the bomb on Busy. So Busy, you will have still the 25% nerf that you got. The leech bomb is now out of play with Rocket. That is going to put her back to 100% max. So Rocket gains her health back. Busy is going to drop you temporarily down to 65. And Finney is going to go over and hit Sheila for 10 as well, which is going to hit Sheila down to 65. And you got Finney attacking you for a couple more turns. So we have got 2 rounds in the books. Busy, you're on the clock. 10 seconds. Detonate gold on trigger and move down a level. All right. She moves down a level. And then she detonates the gold bomb. So trigger, you're going to take some damage. Trigger is at 90 and full base. Gina 100 and full base. Busy Bee recouped her 25 she lost temporarily from Trigger's bomb, putting her back to 90. And Trigger, you're now on the clock with a 10-second timer. She's going to time warp to where she be started. So Trigger, as you time warp, you set off an explosive trap. And it's going to mess up some calculations. But it still puts you close. Still going to put you in the neighborhood. So she said where Sheila started. Not quite. Explosive trap. Like that. And Sheila started there. So it's going to put you about here. And you take from the explosive trap 15, you're at 75 and max. 75 and max. Sheila, you're on the clock. Trigger 75 and max base. Rocket 100%. Sheila, you get your 25% you temporarily lost. So Sheila is back to 90. And Busy Bee is at 90 as well. Back up to left corner of Roof and 2 big reds for Trigger. She slides back a little. Oh, this is going to be bad, Trigger. It's kind of like I'm going to slide away a little bit now that you got in my range with that time warp. And double big red damage from Sheila Beasley. She went straight big red times 2. This is going to be painful. Ouch is exactly right. Trigger, you are at 35 and max. 35 and max. Nolan is out of play. Gina, you're on the clock, and Finney hits a second time to Sheila Beasley, knocking her down to 80. 10 seconds, Gina. Trigger 35, Gina 100, Sheila now 80, and Busy Bee at 90. The Killer Bees have taken a slight lead. Gina's going to go Leech Bomb to Sheila, and AP Bomb to Busy. So Gina has a Leech Bomb from Busy, and now Busy and Sheila both have Leech Bombs from Gina, and an AP Bomb is on Busy from Gina. So she got 3 bombs out there. A lot of detonators. Busy, you're on the clock. You got a 10-second timer. Trigger's on the ropes. Gina is at distance. Sheila and Busy each have taken a little bit of damage. All right, Busy is going to summon Bert to Rocket. So he's going to fly over. Going to take one of her one of her base, start to bring it back, and she's going to detonate Leech on Rocket. That is going to put Busy back at 100%. Both her bombs are out of play. Rocket is down to 90%. Trigger 95, Rocket 90, Sheila 80, and Busy Bee at 100. Trigger, you're on the clock. 10 seconds. So Trigger's going to drop Heal Smoke and summon Bull to Sheila Beasley. Sheila. That Bull's going to charge in, taking your base from 11 down to 10. 11 down to 10. You're at 80 and 10. And Sheila, now you are up. Trigger has the Heal Smoke around her. 35 and max base. Rocket at 90. Sheila at 80 and Busy Bee at 100. Nothing happened to Finney. He only hits on your turn. And he's hit twice. And he'll hit again on your third turn. Yeah, she's been taking the damage every time from him. And I even announced it the first 2 times. Yeah, she hasn't attacked it. She's just kind of eating and healing through it. Summon Oscar to Angel and detonate AP on Angels. All right, so Oscar is going to hit Trigger. Now remember, Oscar is a split pet. So Oscar is going to actually, it's going to get interesting here. So the AP split is going to hit Angel for 1. So Trigger, you're at 17. Are you guys ready for Gina's base reveal now that she's finally taken base damage? Gina's at 23 base. And the AP1 bomb also hits, which is going to take Trigger down to 16. So Trigger is 35 and 16 and surrounded by Heal Smoke. Rocket 90 and 23. Sheila 80 and 10. And Sheila Beasley 100%. AP1 is out of effect. So the only bombs currently active, Gina has 2 leech bombs and an AP bomb. And Gina, you're on the clock, 10-second timer. Finney hits Sheila the 3rd time. Finney is out of play. Finney is gone. Sheila's down to 70. Detonate bomb on Sheila and go brace green plasma at Busy. All right, so one of the leech bombs is out of play, the one on Sheila. Sheila, that's going to knock you down to 60. That is going to put Gina back at 100. Maxed. Still down to 23 on the base. Big damage there. And the green Plasma is actually going to heal her base. So Gina gets both back in one turn. So she is at 124, which is her max. She goes green plasma cube. And Busy, you take some slight damage from the brace there. Knocking you down to 90. Busy. You are on the clock. Busy B. 10 seconds. Trigger 35. Gina maxed. Sheila 60 and Busy at 90. And Bert did return, Busy, to bump you up one additional base life. Busy is going to go purple spark. Uh-oh. Still within the allotted time as well. So, Trigger, you're feeling a little crazy right now. And, Trigger, you're on the clock. Your heal smoke does resolve. So you get the full 50% benefit from the heal. So you are back to 85 and 18. But things could get interesting. 10 seconds for Trigger. Your bull is returning back to you. Next turn, it will go back out. Sparks are not affected by smoke, if that was the plan. So I'm going to give you 5 more seconds. Unholy smokes do not affect sparks. Only smokes. You can still use it. All right, who are you going to summon Rex for? For Busy? Okay. You can't summon Rex. You have a bull in play. All right, 5 more seconds. Third time's a charm. Bull is in play, so you can only have one pet out. Reset the timer to 5. Thank you, Moonshot. Yeah, this is a good match. Very close. Early damage by the bees. A little bit of control coming back with Trigger and Rocket. All right, so she is going to unholy smoke herself just to see what happens under the crazy effects of the purple juice. I think that in addition to dropping the holy smoke, we're going to have you how do you feel about trampolines? Save the unholy smoke. So as you pull out the unholy smoke, you realize it would be a little bit more fun. Like this thing right here looks like a platform, right? So Trigger, under the effect of purple spark, decides she can bounce here. I'll do the sound like boing, boing, boing. And you always want to jump on one of these, right? Because you figure it's like going to rocket launch you. But I don't know. I don't know if this is some animal skin tapestry. Or, you know what? You are absolutely correct. You're absolutely correct. Trigger used the immune. Rocket did not use the immune. You're absolutely correct. Purple spark has no effect. But it does jump to your tag team partner. So you are not bouncing, and you're fine. Gina, you are feeling a little of the effects of the purple spark. So it just fizzles. You're good. And it's a good thing, too, because you were about to find out whether that was something that was going to propel you or something that was just going to be straw. So, no effect. We're going to reset Trigger's timer to 5 seconds since you're not under the effect of purple spark. So give her another 5-second timer to do her move. She's like, you know what? Now I'm just going to attack for that. So Angel is going to go Fury 4. And Green Giant to Sheila. Sheila, I think she remembers those 2 double big reds that you gave her. So there you go. Fury 4 with Green Giant. That's a little bit of payback. How about 25 and 10 payback? Call a medic, absolutely. All right, Sheila, you are up. You just took a big hit. Trigger 85 and 18. Rocket maxed. Sheila 25 and 10. Busy Bee 90 and 11. And Sheila is up next. I don't think Sheila liked the Fury 4. Fury 4 is getting crazy in here, and she went straight Davy Jones dagger. But you can't go DJD because it is ATT 12. The Davy Jones dagger is ATT 12, Sheila. Oasis 6. There you go. Well, I mean, it ain't quite the Davy Jones dagger, but it's still an Oasis 6. And it is a Fury 4 Oasis 6. So, Trigger, I don't... No, the Edge was the ATT 10. The Davy Jones dagger was the 12. But still, we know what the Oasis does. And it's going to hit hard, too. It's still going to hurt. Not quite as hard as a Fury 4 Green Giant, but still pretty hard. Rocket, you're on the clock. Gina is on the clock. 10 seconds. Got about 7 more minutes, 8 more minutes in the match. Slight lead for Trigger and Rocket, but it's still anybody's game. And let me move Beasley because they were hand-to-hand combat. And Rex is going to Sheila. Oh boy. This little guy, you guys know. You know what Rex is all about. So Sheila, Rex is going to hit you for 5 right out of the gates. Oh, Oscar's gone. Oscar does his damage and his AP, and he's gone. He's not a repeat pet. So Gina summons Rex to Sheila, knocking her down to 20 and 10. And she's actually 20 and 9. And Trigger's Bull is out of play. Busy, you're up next. 10 seconds to go. And remember, Gina, the purple spark is still out there. It did not affect you that turn, but it could affect you at any time. Shoot Trigger with Brace Green. Gotcha. Sorry, I missed it. All right, Busy Bee. Back to full effect. Something interesting is going down with that spark. Trigger. 10 seconds to go. 35 and 18 for Trigger. 100 for Rocket. 20 and 9 for Sheila. And max for Busy. Trigger's going to go edge 5 with the yellow. Very nice. Going with the Yell Gel. To Sheila. And summon Oscar to Busy. So Oscar's going to hit Busy, knocking her down to 10. Also, the damage is split. Sheila is at 8. So health totals, everybody. Trigger 35 and 18. Gina maxed. Sheila Beasley is at 5 total health and 8 base. And Busy is at 110. 110. Sheila, you are sick and diseased and hurting, and you have 10 seconds. Got about 3 more minutes. She is going to drop the heal smoke, so she's surrounded by heal smoke, and she goes red glass grenade. All right, the red glass grenade is AP2, AP2. So Trigger, that's knocking you down to 16. 16. Remember, it's AP damage. All right, Rocket, you're feeling a little more out of sorts this turn than last turn. You have 10 seconds. All right, she's going to go AP bomb to Sheila. Now, Sheila, Rex is going to hit you again for 10, his second hit. And the AP bomb is going to trigger. And you have almost taken lethal damage from Rex. But you do not take lethal damage, and who wants to tell me why she didn't take lethal damage? Because of the heal smoke. That is correct. And Gina, you decide after you detonate that bomb that you really like the sound of detonating bombs. So you decide that that engineer trap just looks too appetizing. So Gina's going to try to kick it. She thinks she can kick it over to you, Busy Bee. You set the explosive trap, and this purple smoke is making her super, super bold. And you trigger it. Gina, take 10% from the engineer trap. And that purple spark leaves Gina and jumps right over to Rex. Rex is doing some crazy stuff right now. I think Rex is going to come back to Mama. What do you guys think? Rex is under the purple effect. Rex is in effect. Rex is coming back home to Mama, Gina. Watch out. Busy Bee, you're on the clock. Sheila, Rex has left your side, and who knows what he's going to do next. Busy Bee is going to drop Heal and Seal. Now, she was already 100%, but now she is going to be effectively sealed as well. Trigger, you're up. Busy Bee is sealed. Rex is on his way back over to Gina. She's going to go another yellow gel cube. You hit her again, and the smoke hasn't resolved. So she's still at 1, Trigger. And she's still at 1 because she can't die as long as the smoke is active. So you enrage 3 as well. And she's still at 1 with the enraged 3. Sheila, you're on the clock and you get the full effect from your heal. You are back to 50%. Sheila is at 50 and 9. Busy Bee is 100% and healed and sealed. Gina, 90 and 24. Trigger, 35 and 16. I'm sorry. Trigger, 85 and 16. 85 and 16. All right, Sheila, you cannot, and actually, in fact, Sheila, you cannot enrage 3 and Trigger. That last enrage 3 you did not go through either because you both used Fury 4. Five-second timer. Tank. All right, she's going to go Oasis 6. So Oasis 6, you hit. $75 and 16. Gina, you have a Raging Rex coming at you full speed. You have a 10-second timer. All right, she is going to go Badger. So she drops the Honey Badger. And goes Green Plasma Cube. Gets the heal, gets rid of the seal on Busy, and that is the match, everybody. That is the final move of the match. Gina pulling out a heal at the end. Life totals are 75 Trigger, 100 Rocket, 100 Busy, 50% Sheila. Trigger and Rocket getting the slight win. Trigger and Rocket getting the win. Very, very close match. Good strategies both ways. Purple Spark was a great move. The engineering traps were a great move. Went down to the wire. Rocket and Trigger pulling it out with a few heals right at the end. So good match, everybody. Great use of pets. And good strategies all the way across the board. So a couple super, super close matches early on. You guys missed the first one. Bdub and Amanda barely squeaking it out. Staying undefeated. Will and Bill gave them all they could handle. And the Killer Bees, it's a team nobody wants to play right now. I'm telling you, they are dangerous. Dangerous, dangerous group right there. And almost pulling out a big victory against our very own Rocket, Crockett, and Trigger. I expect both of those teams will be in the tournament in the field of 10. Once again, we got one more match lined up for everybody. Great, great competitive super strategies on both teams. But let's take a quick look at the rankings once again. That win is going to take Rocket and Trigger up to 4-2. I would imagine with the point differential, they're going to leapfrog over Fly Rod and Tin Man. The loss going to put Sheila Beasley and Busy Bee at 3-3, but puts them right there in the middle of the pack. Bones, Valar, Moonfish, Kell. This next match is a super, super big match. Kell and Moonshot need to bring it. A competitive match probably gets them both in. A one-sided match, you never know how it's all going to go down. Thank you for that, Sheila Beasley. Great job, ladies. Great sportsman. I love to watch Gina and Trigger play with the pets and the, obviously Sniper as well. But the Bees are an up-and-coming team. So all four ladies there, great job. But this is our main event match. So all the matches were good. But this is what I signed up to see. Is both teams need a win. Moonshot and Kell, pretty hot. Gemstone and Maude really turned the corner last week with Jim hitting ATT 12. Thanks, Father Ron. And do we have Moon, Kell, Jim, and Julia all here? If so, we'll give you 30 seconds. Give me your pre-match buffs. Moonshot is going black and blue and titanium. And immune. We'll get Kell, Jim, and Maude. Jim is going red, blue, and Elysium on that Volt. And immune. All right, thank you for that. Kell is going 2 black. You can only go 2 graphines, Kell. 2 graphines and 1 regular tape. Julia is going 2 blue graphs. She's nervous already. And Elysium on Wargo. And Kell is going to go 2 black and 1 titanium. All right. Well, good. You know, if your nerves are shot, I think you need a nice, relaxing, pirate-type location. So, I got a little island off the coast. This is called Kokomo. So, we're going to take you guys to Kokomo. You can get there fast, but then we're going to take it slow because that's where you want to go. And we're going to put... Let's put Jim over here. Jim's hanging out on a little boat. Put Julia over here by the pink house. The little pink house is for you and me. We're going to put Kell chilling over by the pool. And Moonshot is over here building sandcastles. So, we got everybody set up. The order is like this. Moonshot will go first. Jim will go second. Kell will go third. And Muse will go fourth. Moonshot, you got 20 seconds. Timer has started. Oh, I know Dimes wants to get in here. Distance to whom? The distance to Jim, 30 yards. Distance to Julia Muse, 40 yards. $30 and $40. All right, he ain't playing. He's just straight bringing out the pets. So Moonshot is going to summon Lila. And Lila is a 5% leech per turn. And he's also going Gold Bomb. And that Gold Bomb is on Jim as well. So Lila and Gold Bomb and Moonshot. Lila hits Jim for 5%. So Jim, you're at 95. Moonshot can't gain any of it because he's still at 100. But it is still a continual effect. Jim, you're on the clock. And I'll get you guys in at the end of the first round. So I got Dimes and Ocean Man want to join the party here. I mean, you can't have a beach excursion without Ocean Man over here by the bay. And we should be back. You know what? We're going to take that brief moment to get our very own Deadly Dimes up in here. We're back, but hey, I'm going to capitalize on this opportunity. Dimes is hanging out on this side of the beach. Actually, you know what? We're going to do some social distancing though, Ray and Dimes. Got to keep you guys 6 feet away from each other. All right. So we got everybody back. And they're enjoying some beverages over there. Moonshot, no mustard bombs for you. And we've got 1 second, everybody, 1 second. And she also went leech bomb to Moon. All right. So, Jim, you have a gold bomb on yourself from Moon, and Moon, you have a leech bomb on you from Jim. Uh-oh. Busy Bee wants to jump in the party. You know. Dang, Julia. Julia's going to get nervous. She got like a whole crew over here. It's just getting started. All right, Kell, 10-second timer for you. Looks like we got a lot of people showing up tonight. Where's Will and Amy and the rest of the crew? We're going to make it a beach party. We're going to surround Kokomo by the end of the night. So Kell is going to summon Percy. And in addition, she's going to go, wow, you guys are loving these leech bombs. It's a great item, isn't it? Leech bomb to Maude. And Percy, remember, Percy's going to ramp up in a hurry, Julia. So, Julia, you're starting out. He hits 3 times, 10, 30, and 60. So, Julia, you're starting out with 10 right off the gates. And remember, any heal will diminish the effect. So, Julia, you are on the clock. Julia, 20 seconds, finish out. Percy doesn't die. Percy hits you and leaves. So you don't attack Percy. He hits you with venom and it takes effect over 3 turns. The only thing that stops it is a heal of any type. All right, Julia's going to drop a hot, and she's going to go Why are you throwing a leech bomb at me? She's like, I'm going to throw a leech bomb at Killshot. Come on now. All right, she meant it, Kell. She got auto-corrected. So Jim is going to go leech bomb as well to Kell. All right. We've got 1 turn under our belt so far. Good moves from everybody. We're going to switch it back over to Moonshot. And Moonshot has Lila in play. So Lila is going to leech 5 more from Gemstone. So Gemstone, you're down to 90. Moonshot, you gain no health benefit from it. And you got 10 seconds. And while we're getting that play, I am certainly going to get, you can't have a beach party without getting the tank and his abs in here. We'll get back to your abs in a second, Tommy. Moonshot, moving in, shooting tar trap at Jim. All right, Moonshot is moving in. And Jim, you are stuck on that boat for now. And let's get Tommy's abs in here real quick. All right, he's hanging out with his tag team partner. Making a circle around that island. Uh-oh. I'm going to have to do some switching up here, though, in a second, because we got Will. Will wants to show up. Will's hanging out with Ray. It's becoming an event. All right, Jim, you are tar trapped. And it is your turn. 10-second timer for Jim. Will did want to circle the island a few times, though. While Jim is moving, Will is scouting things. Jim is going to shoot Lila with red cube. You do damage Lila. And he is in range. And summon Sky. And Sky is going to, well, Sky's going to do a little bit of chain lightning. That's all. We got some drinks working from everybody. We got a good match. Good strategy so far. And Moonshot. You're going to take 10 from the chain lightning from Sky. And it's each turn, by the way. All right. Kell, you're on the clock. We got Lila out. We've got Sky out. Percy's effect is gone by Julia's hot smoke. And Moonshot has no mustard bombs. Lila has taken damage, Moonshot. Half of her damage. Another hit, she's gone. Kell is moving into close range to here, and bam! Purple time. Lila's still alive, Moonshot. So yes, you get the effect of Lila as long as she's alive. Kell goes in and she goes purple. To Julia. And it hits you like a rock, Julia. You're on the clock. 10-second timer for Julia. Moon is at 90. Jim is at 90. Julia is at 90. All right, remember, you're under the effect of it, so you don't know what these smokes are going to do. But Julia is going to do her best Negan impression with the bottle of purple smoke as her bat, because she does have a lineup. You got Coral, you got Rosita, you got Rick, you got Daryl, you got Michonne, Eenie, Meanie, Miney, Mo. Whack! She throws the unholy smoke right at Busy Bee. Straight lineup mode. Julia just absolutely lost it. She's having Walking Dead withdrawals. Unholy smoke is out of play. Purple cube in effect as planned. All right, Moonshot, you're up. And Lila is going to leech 5% from Gemstone, knocking her down to 85. And give it to Moonshot, taking him up to 95. Lila still in play. Sky still in play. All right, he's going to shoot Unholy Arrow at Jim. Jim, your immune elixir is done. The Unholy Arrow takes away your immunity, and he detonates the gold bomb on Jim as well. Jim, you are now down to 75. All right, Jim, 10 seconds to go. You got Moonshot and Lila right in front of you. You got Kell over to the left of you. And Sky hits Moonshot for 10%. Moon, you're down to 85. So Jim is going to shoot Lila. Lila is no more. Lila is gone. 2 shots with red cubes by Gemstone. That's just mean. And then she went detonate, leech. So her leech is out of play. Takes Jim back to 85. And Moon takes you down to 75. Kell, you're on the clock, 10-second timer. We're about halfway through the match. Getting close to halfway through the match, everybody. Julia Muse at 90. Jim at 85. Kell at 100. And Moonshot at 75. Kell is going to detonate Leech and brace Yellow to Maude. So Kell has Leech on Julia Muse. Kell gets no health benefit from it, but Julia does lose to 10%. And she goes brace Yellow. So Yellow cube. And Kell, is this yellow gel or is this yellow plasma? You guys have to let me know if you're going plasma or gel, because it makes a difference in your damage. If you don't tell me gel, I'm assuming it's plasma. So gel is going to hit harder. So Julia, you take the yellow gel and you are sickened and you are down to 70%. And the leech is fully out of effect. Maude still has one leech. All the other bombs have been played. Julia, 10 seconds for you. Oh, it's already worked. It worked and it got rid of Percy's venom. Rex to Kell. And AP3 to Moonshot. So we finally got some AP damage up in here. Moonshot, you're at 75 and 14 base. Kell, you're about to meet Rex. So Rex is going to hit you for 5. Kell's no longer at 100%. Kell is at 95. Quick health totals. Moonshot, 75 and 14. Kell, 95 and max base. Jim, 85 and max base. Maude, 70 and max base. Moonshot, you're on the clock. Distance to Julia is 30. You're in range. All right, he's going to go brace purple to Jim. All right, purple is going to get diminishing effects the rest of the way. So Moonshot going purple cube to Gemstone. And it is purple gel. Purple gel. So Jim, you take a big hit from this, and you're going to suffer some effects. Jim is going to heal and seal and summon Heal Seal, Sky, and summon Nolan. So Nolan is out. Sky is going to hit Moonshot for 10. Putting you down to 65, Jason. And Jim is going heal and seal. To herself. No purple effect this round. Kell. Purple gel is not a mental block. A mental block is a mental block. Purple gel is a purple effect. And she does take the damage, but the purple effect did not kick in that round. Kell, you're on the clock, 10 seconds. Keep in mind, when you guys play purple effects, there's a chance they will go into effect immediately. Could be one turn. Could be 2 turns later. So the person getting the effect can't just stall because they don't know when they're getting the purple effect. They'll play as normal. Kell is going to go Green Giant to Jim. No. You cannot throw a grenade and also attack with a weapon. Is that really nerves? Because you can't throw a grenade and also shoot someone. That's some serious firepower. 5 seconds. Yeah, the purple gel did hit her hard, but she did not get any of the psychedelic effects from it yet. All right, she's going to go Brace to Julia and Rex. To Jim. 1 second. All right. Give me a few seconds, guys. All right. So Kell goes Brace to Julia and Rex to Jim. So, yes, Rex hits Jim for 5%. Kell, you take 10% from Julia's Rex. So that's knocking you down to 85%. So Julia's Rex is hit twice on Kell. And Julia takes damage from Kell's red cube. And Jim, that is correct. You are sealed now because no one did anything about your seal. So that did go into effect. In addition, your heal triggered as well. So thank you for that. So Jim got the benefit of her heal and seal, which took her back to 80. And then the seal protected her against the first hit on Rex. So she takes 0 damage from Rex. And Kell took damage from Julia's Rex. And now Kell is down to 85. And Julia, you are on the clock. 10 seconds for Julia. So she is going to detonate. Your leech was on Kell. Julia? Okay, sorry. You wrote that. Never mind. All right, so leech on Kell. It's going to put you back to 65. It's going to take Kell down to 75. And she's going to go AP3 to Moonshot. So take Moonshot down to 11. Down to 11 AP. All right, Moonshot. You are up. Moonshot is at 65 and 11. Kell is at 75 and 21. Jim is at 80 and 24. And Julia 65 and 16. And Moonshot is on the clock. All right, so he is going to summon Bull to Jim. So Jim, you are now down to a terribly low 23 base health. And Tommy, let's give Jim Stone Jim Stone, if you're ready for this, I need you to tell me what these 3 things have in common. So when Jim Stone is ready, give me a quick 999. Moonshot has put the mental block on Jim Stone. All right, Jim Stone, you have 15 seconds. The worm, the mailman, the stilt. The worm, the mailman, and the stilt. 15 seconds. 14. 13. 12. 11. 10. 9. She says dance moves, and that is incorrect. Jim taking a big 25% blast from the mental block. Takes you down to 60. Jim is at 60 life from the Moonshot mental block. This game just got pretty even right there. Bonnie says Will owes her a drink. Oh, boy. Bonnie getting up in here. Where's Bdub? Hanging out by the tiki hut. There we go. They are basketball player nicknames. That is correct. Jim taking a 25% blast. Jim, you were on the clock. And Sky hits Moonshot for another 10. Moonshot, you're down to 55. Moonshot, 55. Kell, 75. Jim, 60. And Julia Muse, 65. Jim goes to kill Rex, and she does. But that heel smoke, Jim, right after you killed Rex, it kicked in. So Jim has a bottle of heel smoke. And I think she wrote a little note and stuck it in the bottle and sent it out to sea. My message in the bottle. Heel smoke is gone. Purple effect straight up made her go message in a bottle. There is no healing for you, Gemstone. The police just decided you would send a message away from Kokomo. No healing this turn. Kell, you're on the clock. Purple cubes. We're in the last 10 minutes of the match. Purple will be diminished the rest of the way, everybody. No. Attacking Rex would be a turn. Kell, you attack Rex. Rex is dead. That is your turn. Maude Muse, you are on the clock. Cannot attack and throw grenades, just like you can't throw grenades and attack. It's kind of the opposite of what you tried the last turn. Trying to trick me, aren't you? All right, Julia Muse, 10 seconds for you. All right. No. Okay, Julia, in order to do this, this is what you'd have to do. I'm going to kind of walk through this motion. So Nolan would be a half turn. Then you'd have to drink a potion. Then you'd have to run in, and then you'd have to attack. So in essence, that's 4 moves. So cut it down a little bit and give me a move. Not 4 moves. All right, 5-second timer to Julia. Okay, Fury 4 and Oasis I can give you. Fury 4 and Oasis to Kell with an instant warrior charge. And that is her only enrage. That is her only enrage. Kell is at 50. Kell is at 50. Faith is a defensive pet. I'm confused. What is the question with Faith? No, she is not. Pets are not defensive instances. You can't. The only pet you can cast on defense is blue. So, all right, we're down to the last few minutes. So, no, I wasn't thinking. I'm just wondering. When someone asked me about Faith, I'm wondering if I missed a move and they summoned a pet. So, if you guys can do me a favor, just don't ask strategical questions in the heat of combat, because I'm double checking to see if I missed a summon somewhere. I wanted to make sure she wasn't absorbing damage that Faith was cast earlier in the match, because you guys are asking me questions about pets. So no, she's not a defensive pet. She's a legendary pet. All right. With that being said, Moonshot. Yeah, but it's a question to ask me before the match, not with 5 minutes to go in the match, if you have a question about the pet. Moonshot, you're on the clock. Fury 4, Brack 5 to Jim. All right, Fury 4, Brack 5 to Jim. So, Moonshot, no, you are outside of 15 yards. You cannot move in excess of 15 yards and enrage and also Brack 5. You have to be 15 yards or closer. Fury 4 and Brace 4 with the red cube. Now, that will certainly work. So Fury 4 and Brace to Jim. Jim knocks you down to 35%. Jim is at 35%. We're going to extend time a little bit longer for the 2 minutes of delay. So, Jim, you're on the clock. Sky hits for 10%, puts Moonshot at 45. Moonshot at 45 and 11. Kell is at 50. Jim at 35. Maude at 65. Glass bomb, Nolan. Oh, both are going glass. Both gold glass bombs. So Jim is bringing out the heat right now. And Jim, who is the target? She's going to Moon. Moon, any response to that? All right, he is going to go blue. So blue is going to take one of the glass bombs out of play, but not the second one. So Moonshot, you take the second damage from the glass bomb. Taking you down to 35. Moonshot down to 35. Kell, you're on the clock. You have a 10-second timer. Kell is going to drop Heal and Seal. And go Bling to Maude. All right, Julia, you're on the clock. You have a 10-second timer. This will be time. This will be the last move of the match before we call time. Julia goes revive. Oh my goodness. She straight revived everybody for 100%. Wow. That was kind of like bam. Okay, we're calling time. Moonshot. 35 and 11. Kell, 50, but she gets the 10% from the Heal and Seal, kicking her up to 60%. Gemstone at 35, and Julia Muse 100% of her life back on the final move of the game with a revive potion. Very well played. Would have been really close to call without that revive potion. So awesome job right down to the finish, everybody. So heated match. Certainly great job using the new items. So tonight we're all sort of picking up on the legendaries. All pets are considered used and summoned. So, Gemstone and Moonshot. Any interest in reviving pets? Jim is going to revive Sky. And Moonshot has a tough call. Is Moonshot going to revive? Okay, he's like, I'll let Blue go. And he's going to revive Lila. Julia's like, who won? You won because you revived, Julia. You made the play of the day. Six for Jim and Maude. And 4 for Kell and Moonshot. Close. It's the closest it gets. So going down to the wire. Using a revive and pulling out the victory. Very well done. A lot of firepower all the way through the match. 3 really good matches tonight. One thing you guys can see, the matches, almost all of them, are close matches now and within 1 or 2 points. We've had a couple that was 7-3. We've had a couple where people teamed up on somebody, took somebody out, and it was a little bit more unbalanced. But it's a great match. Thank you for that, Moonshot. Great match. Kells, I'm glad I can call you my partner. Jim and Julia, we will meet again. Ha, 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 ha. I think one thing that tonight showed was any team can beat anybody. 1 or 2 moves in the tournament is going to make a big, big difference. Both of these teams will be in the tournament. Both have qualified for the tournament. So great job. As I said at the start of this, with power rankings, Kell and Moonshot would have had to have a terrible match. Just to fall. I mean, like the worst match ever to fall out. Same thing with Jim and Julia. Both are up-and-coming teams. So I'm looking forward to seeing who you're going to match up with in the tournaments. So we're going to find that out after Wednesday night. I can't wait to post what the brackets are going to be. After Wednesday night, we'll have all the determining factors out there. Bdub, we were awesome tonight. Great job to everybody. So what are your thoughts on the new items? You guys kind of getting the hang of playing your pets and the repeat damage and the new firepower from the gels. We saw the mental block a couple times tonight. I love the mental block because it's one thing to have trivia. It's another thing to have like high pressure in the middle of a match. Like you're thinking about your move and all of a sudden somebody asks you a random question. Like, what is this about? So I think you're going to get all different elements. It's really meant to make you nervous and to kind of deal with your anxiety. And you guys played great. So I appreciate it. I appreciate all you guys put into the matches. The mental block answers, the first one was snow, and the second one was basketball player nicknames. Dennis Rodman was the worm, Carl Malone was the mailman, and Wilt the Stilt is Wilt the Stilt Chamberlain. So, hey, it's over. It was another great night of battles. I love PvP tag team because I like to see you guys really, under these high pressure situations, using your items, using your strategy, using the terrain, even the mistakes that you guys are making. It's kind of cool because I know why you're making the mistakes, because you want to get this done in 10 seconds. So it is it's very unique. And then what's even really awesome about it is that when you guys kind of put your PvP gear away and you get together and you team up on Friday night, to see you guys kind of work together on one night and then to work to win the next night. So hopefully you guys learned a lot from tonight. You'll learn a lot Wednesday night. And we did expand the tournament to 10 teams. So it is going to start Monday night. Then it'll be Wednesday night. Then it'll be Friday, Monday, and Wednesday. It's going to be 2 matches per night. So 2 matches on Monday, 2 matches on Wednesday, 2 on Friday, 2 semifinal matches on the following Monday, and then the championship will be that Wednesday. And everybody's going to be circling around for that championship. So just a lot of fun, great season, ton of matches. So with that being said, everybody, it is slightly after midnight, kills time. No, we're going to stay with 45 minutes. I love the 45-minute format. It gets you somewhere between 6 and 10 turns, depending on the speed of gameplay. So I think tag team is something I want to see extended. And some of the newer players, we want to see the Animal, right? The Animal's going to need a tag team partner. A couple other people that have been playing, are going to have to pick up some tag team partners. So let's keep building up these tag teams, get more and more teams involved, and we might even make it a little longer season next time around. Hey, thanks for everything that you guys do. I'm going to get some rest. It has been a 4 rather intense days for me. So tomorrow night we're going to do a Walking Dead stream, which will be a little bit more relaxing. And then we got PvP, and then we're going to finish off Jigsaw's Jungle on Friday night. So I think everybody that makes the tournament, you can see it now with the new items. They all have a legitimate chance for winning championship. Thanks again. You guys have a great night, and I will see you tomorrow night for some Walking Dead chat at 9 p.m. Thanks, everybody. Peace.